Yo, in today's video we're making this cool street art design for a t-shirt, mock-ups and merchandise. We can use it for anything. Let's just jump right into the video and start the talking. By the way, before we get right into the video, all the resources will be in the links in the description below. Now let's go. Create a new file. And you can pick any size that you want. I'm just gonna go with the default ones Photoshop already has. Then and the canvas is created, just click on solid color. There you choose the same color that I've chosen, or you can choose any. I'm not gonna take black, real black, but I'm gonna take like an ashy color, and we'll be using this cow for reference, color reference. Grab it and drop it on the canvas. Then you can rasterize the layer to make it normal. Then you can turn it off. Then select the text. We'll be creating the text right at the back. It's called the Bold Street font. So you just select it. I'm going to use nature for some reason, but I don't know what you are going to use, so let's just click on it. Then Ctrl T will be used often, so I'm not gonna say, but I'm gonna leave a shortcut on the screen so you will know that I clicked on it. Let's select the font, the Bold Street font. Let's resize it to our liking. You can do whatever you want with it, but I'm just gonna. Then you click Alt and drag on that first one. To duplicate it again. Then you do the same thing again to duplicate it. Then you select all the text. We have to lock this one before. We lock the background. Then you select all of them. Then you use Ctrl T. Then you resize it to your liking again if you want. But right now I'm just going to rasterize the layer again. Then I'll convert it to a smart object. Then Ctrl T, then resize it to my liking. Then I'll hit OK. Now I'm going to adjust the color according to the scale. I'm going to use the color of the scale and the plant to create the gradient of the text. So let's select the text. Let's double click to open the layer style. Then click on the gradient overlay. Then select the scale and the other side on the left hand side. Then you click, let me delete this part first. Then you click on the right hand side. Then you select the green part. Then select part, just click on it again to select it. There you go. Then click on OK. Then you adjust it properly to your liking again. There you go. Okay. Now it's looking a little normal. Now let's look at something. If you zoom closer to the skull, you know that you notice that there is some line over there, like some outline around it. I don't like it, so I'm going to cut that part out using the selection tool, then invert it. I'm going to make it a little bit closer using the contract. Then I'll click on select modify contract to contract it in closely. Then I'll use Ctrl Shift I to invert it. You can see that it does start touching the size. Now what I will do won't affect the skull, but it will affect the outer part of the skull. Now let's clean that part. Yep. Let's clean that part. Let's clean it. Already done it, so we don't have to wait for me again. Okay, now that we are done cleaning the outline, we convert that one into a smart object, rasterize it to make it more organized and simple. I like it. Rasterize. Now you make it a little smaller, then you rotate it. Then you just place it somewhere there. Now I'm gonna teach you how I made the warp effects on the text. You choose the lens correction. Panasonic. Then choose the third one. the 7.5 mm. Yeah, this one gives you a really cool warped effect. Like, I really like this one. Yeah. Now you can use this, or you can use the warp too by Control T, then adjusting it to your liking. But I just like this one. Now I'm just going to rasterize the layer, then resize it to my liking again. Then I'm going to click on the skulls visibility, see it. Now we are almost done. Now I'm kidding, we are not done. Now we are done with the text effect. You double click on the skull, or you right click, then you select blending options. You click on the drop shadow, adjust it the same way as I have done it over here to get that really nice shadow effect on the skull, and that looks really nice. Okay, then we keep moving on. So now we will be creating the flame effect. Let's drop in the image, let's resize it a little bit. Okay, that looks really nice. Let's remove the black background, the blend mode screen. Adjust it to your liking again, make it bigger. Now we'll just drop the file at the back and rasterize the layer to make it a little bit normal. Then we just select the Control T to make it a low. Adjust it to our liking, rotate it, making it look beautiful. Oh, okay, now that is okay. Now that looks beautiful. Now let's turn that one off and let's convert it into a small object. We are done with the design. So let's go to camera raw filter. Now you can adjust it to your liking if you want. You can also follow me and do the same thing, like choosing the vintage colors, because it really needs like a green feel to the image we are also using, and nature related things. So let's use green for the moment, and let's adjust the textures. You can do the same thing. You have to just follow along and do the same thing. Let's increase the green a little bit. It gives it a really nice feeling. Okay, let's increase the size a little bit. Now let's add that paper effect over the image to give it a little bit roughness. Let's take the grease and the edges. Let's resize the paper grease. Rasterize both layers. Then you select the paper grease, then you enlarge it. Now you select the blending mode, you choose multiply. Multiply removes the bright parts from it. Turn on back the edge. Let's adjust the edge to our liking again. that looks really beautiful. But if you study, the image on the thumbnail looks brighter. So let's try to fix that using the exposure. The camera raw filter. Basically you can use the exposure in the layer style, so I'm going to use the one in the camera raw filter. Now let's open camera raw filter. Let's make another adjustment. Now let's increase exposure. Yep, let's make it a little bright, because if you remember I turned exposure really low, making it dark, but now it looks bright. Now you see it has a little bright effect on it. Now let's create the signature effect. It's not even an effect, it's just a font. Let's just type it in there. Okay, let's use the white color. Now let's make it a little big. You can use this, you can scroll over it to make it bigger or smaller, but right now we don't even need it this big. It was so stupid and pointless. Now let's click on OK, then drag it to the side. Let's rasterize the layer. We don't want to edit it again, so there's no need to keep in the size that big. Let's rasterize the layer and let's make it small to our liking. My signature is toxic.